Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're supposed to do here. So we're doing this quest, which is going to be a story quest. And we have to go up to the Life Mend Stump, which is just up there. Okay. Shouldn't be too long of a journey as we pop our sprint here. And we head on over. So I went over some of the videos I just recorded. I think everything seems to be fine. Actually, there was one thing that I literally just realized. 1 second. Okay. I just wanted to adjust the mic a little bit because I felt that maybe it was a little bit loud. So I can't tell if it's because I'm just talking louder than I should or because the mic is picking up a little bit too much sound there. So I'll just turn the mic down a little bit. Hopefully that'll be okay. I was thinking about that before I started recording, and then I was just kind of doing something else, and then realized it after I started. But that's okay. No big deal. Alright, let's head into this area. Look at this. Like, you do see this stuff in video games, but in MMOs, I don't know. Maybe you'll see it, but I don't think it'll look as good. Got these big tree ant saplings here. Creepy as all hell. Alright, so let's go ahead and trigger this instance or whatever it's going to be. It is an instance, yep. So basically instances are, they're pretty cool, but they're a little bit annoying if you're playing with friends because you can't go into an instance if you're in a party unless that party member's doing the same instance, I think. So it can cause like just some party issues, but whatever. It's quiet. Too quiet.
Look! Someone's already here!
That scared the hell out of me.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
I didn't do it,
It
though.
takes a lot less than that to incite the Greenwrath, you know? Why, the first time we came to the Twelveswood, we
this
almost
our
ended up
dark
as a treant's
stranger?
dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papalymo's fault, of course. Though, he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
Okay, that looked like a glitch.
No, not this one. Not even close. Kupo!
You know him, Kublokop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kublokop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
It seems we have little choice.
Alright. This hardly seems fair. Alright, so let's take these dudes out. popping my 2 and my 3 combo over and over again. I think there might be some that I can actually... Yeah, I think I should be targeting the same... Oh, well, there we go. That happened. I can't tell which ones they're attacking. I think it's this one? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Basically, this quest here is kind of like a DPS check. It's just, you are, like, I mean, of course it depends on which class you are, but you're basically just trying to do as much damage as possible to the enemies while the NPCs over there tank the damage. Sometimes you can take some damage, so that's when you pop your Keen Flurry. As far as I'm concerned, I think all we have to do is just take out whoever we can actually attack and do any damage to, and just worry about them. Too bad we don't have any AoE though. Would be a little bit helpful against these guys. Alright. Well, let's come back over here and just take this guy out. We always want to be attacking from behind if we can. The enemies can't... I think they can't block and parry their attacks. Maybe they can't dodge either. I don't fully know the specifics, but that's about it. I know it's good to attack from behind. Alright, looks like we're gonna get out of this alive. Duty complete. Wasn't that hard, come on.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Shine my light on all creation. Oh, and what? A Final Fantasy game? About crystals? No way. But yes, of course, crystals are a huge part of the story in this game.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an
Better?
Ixal chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida?
Giant
Oh,
crystals?
loud,
Can't say
tactless.
I've seen
Much
any.
the same as always.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Oh, that's hard on the ears. I'm actually going to turn the voices down. I think they're way too loud.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
So at this point of the story, we really have, like, no idea
I
who
think
these
that
people are.
sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless... you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Okay, so just to get the idea here, as I access the settings and turn the voices down. That was way too loud. Thinking something like that would be pretty good. Right around 70. Okay. So we're sent out to look for a suspicious character. We find this sword. And then we're attacked by a bunch of evil trees. And we meet these two people who seem to be dressed kind of the same, like they work together. And we pass out and are spoken to by a crystal and told to place our claim upon all the other crystals and blah 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 blah. So we seem to be some sort of chosen one, which is usually the case in these kinds of games. Now I do know a lot of what happens in the future, so I'm not gonna even pretend that I don't, but I'm just stating what we've seen so far, and if you haven't paid attention to the story, then that's where you'd be at this point. So we're heading back to the Bannock. We're gonna give him back this sword. Let's pop a sprint. And there's Galfred over there. Okay. We guy, it's good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I'm relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifeman's Stump? This magic blade. A sword and a stump, and a dead Ixil? I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. He's like, yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? Ha ha ha. So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land, and have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish, and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, wee guy. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Well, there's nothing else to do in this darn country, or I don't know if it's a country. Sometimes it seems like it's just like a nation. An F for effort. A word if I may. There's a difficult manner with which I could use your assistance. Allow me to explain. The nearby river is home to a colony of black Fs, whom I sent a party of recruits to slay. Yet scarcely a bell after I had done so, the youngsters returned, hysterical yet noticeably unbloodied, and loudly bemoaned their misfortune at ever having been sent to contend with such hell-born horrors. Pitiful, my grand-grandmama could dispatch an F with her walking stick and a harsh word. That such a task should cow a whole party of able-bodied men and women is beyond belief. I would have you show these quivering milksops how it's done. Make your way to the river and put down 4 of the creatures. Alright. That's over this way. Okay, well, let's go do it. Show these guys how it's done. There's actually a fate over here too for level 5s. So we could totally take it, like do this fate right now. There's no reason not to boost our experience up. It's only going to make things faster in the future. So let's come over here. Plus I haven't shown you guys the fates yet. So we're in this fate now. And anything with like a, I don't know, is this like purple bar with a little fate symbol beside it? Is what we're trying to kill. And it just so happens these guys are part of our hunting log as well, so it's a win-win. Come here. So we're being introduced to enemies who actually have AoE style attacks, and they give you a nice long few seconds to dodge out of the way. So it's very good practice if you're not used to this kind of thing. sometimes the tab key is a little unreliable. I tend to always use the tab key to select my enemy, and you have to sort of get used to how it rotates around the screen, because sometimes it'll just bounce to a target that you might not even have known it was on the screen. But we're taking care of this pretty quickly. Alright. Come here, dude. Alright, just about done here. Kind of getting into the zone there. Sometimes when you play these games, you just sort of... you just get in that zone, man. This should be the last one, I think. If not, then only one more after that. Yeah, no, looks like it's done. Sweet, 560 experience. We got 10 gil as well, which is pretty worthless. But that wasn't too bad. Okay, so now let's actually go take care of our quests, which are these black Fs. They're sort of like salamander, lizard type looking things. Only level 6. Shouldn't be too tough to deal with. Okay. Alright, so take him out. Get a slow on and start with our combo. It's really pretty simple in the early game. Just practice dodging their attacks. Finished our hunting log with them, which is pretty good. And this should be the last one we have to take out. Okay. Alright, let's head back to town. Decent fight. Decent fight. I don't know what these recruits were scared of. Pretty simple. Well, let's go turn it into Galfred. Show him what we did. Welcome back, wee guy. You performed admirably. I had my recruits watching from the banks as you dispatched the Fs. It appears your skill in battle has inspired them. Either that, or they have no wish to be upstaged by an adventurer. It matters little which. What does matter is that they have resumed their training with renewed zeal, and that I have you to thank for it. I am in your debt. Alright, well, we get a new spear here, which is going to allow us to do some more damage. Only +2 to the damage, but it's still pretty cool. We actually can't use it. We have to be level 8. We're not quite there yet. Okay, well, let's pick up another quest then. Eggs over Queasy. Wee guy, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many local Chigo? I think so, population as necessary to acquire 8 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Mon Ranguin at Gilbert Spire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now, I have other business to attend to. Okay, well, looks like we're heading down here. Or up there, I guess. We'll kill a few of these guys, turn in this quest, and then that'll probably do it for this episode. Alright. I think these guys are on our hunting log, too. We're gonna have to kill quite a few of them. One. Just lump this guy in the fight too. Pop my parry skill. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I would say probably not, actually, but oh well. We like to live at least a little bit dangerously. Okay, is that 3 or is that only 2? 3, alright, not bad. These guys are only level 5, so they are dying a bit quicker. See, this is when I wanna... What is this guy doing? Is he hitting my enemies, or is he fighting someone else? It looks like he's hitting my enemies, but I can't tell. Eh. Oh well. Alright, 2 more. Oh, he's being a lumberjack. That's what he's doing. Chopping down trees. Alright, hopefully just one more. Fight him right here. Okay. Alright, we got them. Sprint on back. And turn these guys in. Another little area here. Oranguin. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Alright, well, let's give them the egg sacs. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigu you see is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any Hyur, which are like the humans, who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Hyruian population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it's best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Alright, well, thank you for all of that. We have this quest here. Don't know what we're supposed to do, but we're just going to pick it up. We got enhanced strength there. And, oh, what are we doing here? Oh, a high potion. Well, we already have a high potion, so we'll just give it to him for the quest. Pretty good experience there. Alright, let's pick up the quest and then we'll end the video. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers. And as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into the so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hearer Pauline at the Gabinos Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor instruments strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Ahem. Matron, watch over you. Okay, well that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. We're taking it pretty slow, and it's mostly because we're reading all of the story quests here. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and like I said, the further we get into this series, the more different types of Final Fantasy XIV content you guys are going to be able to see. Anyway, I'll see you next time.